Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Oddly Coded podcast. It has been a very long time. It's been an entire month. How are you? Gentlemen, how was your New Year's? How was your Christmas? How was your holiday season?
It was
I got
great.
sick.
His
too.
wasn't, but mine was.
That was
good.
Steej. That was Steej talking. Gentlemen, welcome to the show. Welcome back. It has been a very long time, and it's been a very long time coming. I'm very excited to get into this with all of you guys because
Speaking of coming,
We have been coming for a long
speaking
time.
of coming, do y'all remember last episode? Lyle, Matt, welcome back. I know that y'all weren't here for this shit. We had a special
you for
guest by the
having
name
me.
of Simply Nickish, where we played a game. Shout out to Simply Nickish. We love you, my friend.
hi Nick.
Across the
Hi,
pond
Nick.
out there. Hope you can hear us.
I see you
Um,
playing
the
Apex
UK.
on
I
TikTok.
hear you're cool.
You're
Hope
doing
we're loud
good.
enough so you can hear us all the way across from the other end of the pond. Thank you, Steej. Hopefully he heard that. But
I'm
we
sure.
played a game called Who Would Win, where I had a wheel of names, a glorious wheel of names. All of them were a mystery, but we spun said wheel and chose two video game characters, and we would pit them together in a battle to the death. No holds barred, blood will happen, as we said last episode. We decided to turn that shit up to 11 this episode, ladies and gentlemen, because that is right. It is Who Would Win Part 2.
Is this the first time we've done a part 2?
Yes, it is.
I
Yeah.
think this is. This is a first for. This is our
it's
second
the-
first.
Much to
the
our
long-
audience's
first-
dismay, this is our first part 2 to
It's our
anything.
first second.
It's the long anticipated Part 2 that is not the soundtrack tier list because we're scared to do it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I want
That's
to go
the next
ahead
one,
and
next
get
one.
right into this shit. So the way that this is going to work is I'm going to spin the wheel, then Mr. Lyle will spin the wheel, then it will
That's
be
me.
Matt, and then it will be Steej. I'm spinning for everybody, but it will be their turn.
Sure.
You know what? Let's go ahead and spin this wheel. Everybody bask in the glorious wheel, gentlemen. Are you seeing it on your screens?
That's a
And
wheel.
I understand this
That's
wheel has
a-
been updated to include new people
Yes.
and take off people we had no idea who they were, which was a problem last time.
And also the ones that we've already done. Yes.
yes,
that's
we
very
tried to
Yeah.
get rid of the ones we've already
Yeah.
done. So
Proceed.
Go
I
for
mean-
it.
So
Yeah.
the
I'm
original
ready.
wheel,
This is-
the original wheel had 50 names. We got rid of a decent amount of them, and
Yeah, like 10-ish.
now we're at 57, something like that. We got a decent amount back. We're
Dan,
right.
can you
we're
give us-
back
can
up
you
to
give
where
us
we
a little
were plus
insight?
some. So that's
Is-
nice. All right,
Is
ladies and
David
gentlemen,
Grohl on this wheel?
Is Dave Grohl on the wheel?
it's not.
Well, he'll be in
He's
part
not.
3. He'll be in part
Okay.
3.
He'll
All
be in part
Yeah.
3 when we include characters from GarageBand, Rock Band, Guitar
Now we're
Hero,
making
all that shit.
promises. Okay.
The guitar,
From the oddly
star
coded
power.
cinematic
I'm gonna
universe.
make a video game with Dave Grohl as the main character, and then we can add him.
You need
Okay.
to you need
Transcends-
to
he
get like
transcends
all
Foo
media.
Fighters to
Video
do
games
like
still, but-
branded music for it. It needs to be
He
licensed.
transcends
I'll
all
just
media.
call him.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's fine with it.
It's
Yeah,
like
he'll be
it's like the
great.
Aerosmith
Yeah.
pinball
hit
machine.
him
Have
up.
y'all ever seen
Hey,
Hey,
Aerosmith
how about
had
that game we're playing?
Aerosmith had a Guitar Hero version.
that? Listen,
I
was
told you
very-
guys, you're gonna have
I
to
was
rein me in.
very,
All right.
It's okay. All right, we're
was my
roping them
fault.
in. All right, ladies and
Good,
gentlemen,
let's
I'm
do
gonna
it.
spin. I'm gonna spin. Who is
Go
this
for
first
it.
character that we're going for? I'm
And this
very
is for
excited
Matt
to
or
see who it
Lyle?
is. This is gonna be for me, and then Lyle is
Okay.
going after me. Link,
Link.
the
Link.
strongest version.
Oh, the strongest
So-
version.
Going
So I
against
have-
the Legend of Zelda guy with the strongest Link.
Okay.
So what constitutes as being the strongest
I
link?
have to determine which Link from which game is the strongest in my opinion.
Okay.
Oh,
All
see,
right.
that's
And
already
battle
divisive.
that against Lyle's character, whoever it happens to be.
Lyle has to go against Link. That's
Yeah,
terrible
great.
for you.
That's rough. That's rough, buddy. All right,
the
gentlemen.
Zelda guy. Go for it.
Lyle, are you ready for this?
Let's bounce.
Because I am
Let's roll
on Team
bounce.
Link, and so Lyle, Mr. Lyle here, he is on Team what? The Yeti from Ski Free.
So
Matt
That was my
suggested this
suggestion.
one. Matt,
I don't
you're
know
gonna
that
have to
one.
fill me in on this. You're gonna have to fill Lyle in on this.
Yeah.
But
do you
Or
want me to just take the reins on it?
I was about to say, quick change.
Yeah.
Let Matt do this one because it
you
was
wanna,
his
you
idea.
wanna let
to
Matt
you.
do this one?
That's
okay.
fine with me.
All right, cool.
All
so
right.
this will
Matt
show
versus
the
Dan.
Yeah.
this will show.
We'll
the
just
thing
switch spots. You'll do it when I
regardless.
was going to do it.
Okay, so this will show how this thing is going to progress regardless. Okay, so Steej, Lyle, you guys are not debating this time around. This is going to be a debate between me and Matt, Link, the strongest version, and the Yeti from Ski Free. But you two gentlemen are going to be judging our arguments.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go first. I have a minute on the clock. Does anybody have a timer?
I can set one, yeah.
I'll try not
set
to be
up
biased.
a timer, and
He
then as
doesn't
soon
have
as
a
I
minute on the
go,
clock yet, but he's about
as soon
to.
as I go, y'all will have a second to be like, yes, good points, yes, and see, Lyle is going to be the perfect judge for this shit because he knows at least one of them.
I'm not biased
and
or anything.
Steej,
Did you know the
please,
Yeti from Ski Free, right?
God help
No,
whoever
but you're
you
gonna
knows
have
the
to-
Yeti from Ski Free.
I'll
I
introduce
have
you.
no idea. But you have to. I mean, you have 60 seconds. You gotta.
Yeah.
You gotta
You got
sell
60
me on
seconds.
this.
I got this.
And
minute
whoever
to win.
wins
Okay.
between me and Lyle, there has to be a consensus between both judges. Will get a point.
You mean you and Matt?
You and Matt.
Yeah, between you and between y'all have to.
We
come
have
up
to have a consensus.
You two
Got it.
have to
All right.
agree.
Dan, your thing starts in 3, 2, 1, go.
I haven't played a lot of Zelda games. I have played the first
Very
one.
strong.
I have played the Link to the Past. Shut the fuck up, Matt. Please. I have the floor, not you. And I have played some of the Wind Waker. I've also played like the demo of Hyrule Warriors. Now, who do I think is the strongest Link? Personally, based on feats of strength that I have seen, I vote the current Link seen in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Okay.
Which
because-
Link in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate?
The one from Breath of the Wild.
The main one, yeah.
Like the
Okay.
most recent one that they added to be like,
You have
this
20
is
seconds.
this is fucking Link. Okay, okay, so he's from Tears of the Kingdom, so he could just build something to kill the Yeti. All right? He could just kill something. He's made nuclear silos. People have made nuclear silos in the game. So what is the Yeti from Ski Free going to do against a fucking nuke? I rest my case.
And perfect timing. Your time is now
Okay.
up. All right, Matt. This is the Yeti from Ski Free,
I love
which
this.
neither Lyle or I know who that is. So you'll have to briefly,
Matt's got this.
through your answer, enlighten us on who this is. All right, ready?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
No, he needs something to wet his whistle beforehand. So you can
The
get through
Yeti is
this.
inescapable. Let me tell you guys just a little bit about Ski Free. All right, you're a skier running down a mountain. Not running down. You're skiing down a mountain. There's all kinds of shit in the way, but eventually there comes to a point where, like, I guess in the game, they just decided, hey, we have to figure out a way to end this somehow. So they have a Yeti that is inescapable. When you go past him on the mountain, he follows you down so fucking fast. It is scary. It is the jump scare. It's the first horror game probably.
Interesting.
He runs down, he grabs you, and he just gobbles you up. And it is the scariest thing. I played that as a child. Had no idea that was in there. Might have been my first. It was definitely my first horror game. But anyway, another thing I want to say real
Sounds
quick,
awful.
10
other than the
seconds.
fact that he's inescapable, is that the one from the Link from Smash Ultimate that came out before Tears of the Kingdom. So before he
fuck.
had those powers. So
Oh, fuck.
there are no
Time's up.
nukes.
Ooh.
So-
He's right. God
He drops
damn
the
it.
bombshell at the end.
Son
Yep.
of a bit. But
That's
nukes?
what I was gonna bring up. Link. They may technically be the same Link because they are the exact same Link 100 years apart.
Same guy.
However, in Breath of the Wild, which is the Link that Smash Ultimate Link is based off of, he does not have the building ability yet. He only can manifest the bombs. So
But
to
he
wait
does
for the
some
next
crazy
Smash
shit
game.
anyway.
Are we I mean, and if I may add, I mean, throughout the game, Link is very vulnerable to multiple different kinds of enemies. And so if there was a giant Yeti that I had to fight against, which would more than likely be a boss, there's a good chance I could die against that enemy as Link. So I might have to give it to the Yeti.
I'm gonna give it to the Yeti on this one. Dan, you could have, if you studied just a little harder, you'd have known that Link actually befriended some Yetis in Twilight Princess.
I didn't have enough time to study this. Hasn't
Oh, yeah, I
entirely-
forgot about
Damn, I didn't know that, and I played
That's
that game.
okay.
Yeah, it's been a while since I played that one, but I
Didn't
remember
finish
now.
it.
I didn't have enough time for other shit.
That's one of the Zelda games I did finish.
Okay.
God,
Anyway.
yeah.
So,
Games we didn't finish.
We're
part
giving
two.
it to the Yeti.
We're giving it
Well,
to the
well
point
Yeti.
done,
goes
Matt.
to
you
Matt.
You got the first fucking point of the episode.
Mazel
well done.
tov.
Everybody, give him a round of applause. Me, put some applause in the chat. In the
Dave Grohl's
put some
proud of you.
yeah, put some claps in the chat. Thanks.
Clap for
Thanks,
me, Dave. Clap for me,
Much
Dave.
appreciated. Can we put a W in the chat? Some emog ass.
Dubs.
Yeah,
That
some
fat dog.
dancing dogs.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Roll for mine.
Okay,
Let's see.
all right. Roll for Steej.
Roll
All right,
for
roll
Steej
Steej.
initiative.
He's gonna get a nat. A
Nat Geo.
Tingle
Nat
from
Tingle.
Zelda. A Nat Tingle, my guy. Let's go.
Oh, I wish I knew more about Tingle. But
What do
okay,
you not know about Tingle? He's got
Well-
bottles. That's all he's got.
He's got his own spin-off Game Boy Advance game,
Does he
Tingle's
really?
Rosy Rupee Land.
Yeah.
That's not
Yeah.
real.
That's
real,
absolutely real.
What the fuck? All right.
Tingle's Rosy Rupee Land. Look it
All
up.
right, Lyle. What do you got? Here we go.
All right,
Here it
what's
comes.
Lyle got?
I
Here
swear
comes
to
this shit. I know that this is completely just broken already, but that's fine. Nathan Drake,
All right.
Tingle from Legend of Zelda versus a master Tomb Raider, essentially. Puzzle Finder.
Okay,
found-
hold on.
You know what? I'm not gonna say anything. So Steej is Team Tingle, and Lyle is Team Drake. We can give him either a picture of Nathan Drake or Drake the rapper. Either one is up to you, me.
It's
In
the same
the
person.
Okay.
Put Drake's head on Nathan Drake's body. There you go. All right, thank you. I know that you're not gonna do that, but that's fine.
Okay. All right. Am I going first?
Yeah, go for it. You got that minute up?
I got it.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, Matt.
Matt's got it.
All right, Steej, in
All right, here we
3,
go.
2, Tingle.
All right, according to Tingle's Wikipedia page, he's a 35-year-old man who is dressed up as a little elf boy and has an obsession with fairies. Now, Nathan Drake is a treasure hunter, and what is a treasure hunter without a map? If we go into Wind Waker, which is one of the places where you meet Tingle, right?
40 seconds.
His role in the game is to give you maps to find certain things. So Nathan Drake would be powerless if in certain worlds, in some situations, I can't say for all, but he would definitely be powerless without the help of Tingle. And therefore, just by that fact alone, if he were to dispatch of this enemy, it would
20
render him useless treasure hunting in Hyrule. Also, Tingle,
10 seconds.
I really hope that his time ends.
he's,
Well,
I don't know, he's just like a cool fairy dude.
That's the time.
How are we feeling about that,
Sold.
Matt?
It's time.
How are we feeling about that ending? I don't know. About
I kinda-
that.
I
It was
kinda-
funny. It's definitely funny.
Well,
Started
yeah,
strong.
but it's
Started
because I
strong,
kind
you know?
of blew my load in the first 30 seconds, which
No,
I'm used to.
Understandable.
But I mean,
I-
I would like my actual argument to be taken into account rather
I like
than
my
the
actual
veracity at which I did the argument throughout
not
the
the
entire
rush
time.
load. I want the real load.
Yeah. Because I didn't know how much I'd need to say, so I just got it
It's
all
the
out, and I was
num-
just like,
it's
well,
the
that's my whole
number-
argument, really.
See, it's
the-
okay. It
so-
happens to all of us.
It's the number of
Just
the number of swimmers, not the speed at which you're swimming.
Exactly. Thank you, Lyle. Hey, see,
no,
that's sportsmanship
it's
right
quality
there.
over quantity. Come on.
Shut up.
Especially if you train into the edge. Anyway,
Tell,
and I'm
tell
about
that to
Lyle.
Michael Phelps.
Lyle, you have a minute on the timer, my friend. You're going for Mr. Nathan Drake versus Tingle. Let's fucking
Mr.
run it.
Nathan
Matt,
Drake.
start the timer.
3, 2, 1, Lyle.
All right, so Tingle's thing in Wind Waker is not to give out maps. He deciphers maps. He's not the cartographer. He just accepts Link's money in order to tell Link how to read the map. The only thing that Nathan Drake would really struggle with Tingle is because Nathan's a quirky guy, so he'd be like, "Oh, Tingle, Tingle, Kulu, Limpa, your magic words. What the fuck does that mean?" But because Nathan Drake's essentially a magician when it comes to raiding tombs, looking at you, Lara Croft, he'd solve it in the span of 3 games plus some DLC. Like he'd be totally fine. Tingle stays at home with his dad. He's a 35-year-old that lives in his imaginative world.
Thank you, Matt.
Nathan Drake goes out and explores the world. He deciphers. He makes the world his own.
start doing that.
Nathan Drake would take all the tools that he has and pop Tingle's balloon because he's always floating above the world, make him fall to the ground, and he would, I don't know, he'd push him in the mud and call him names and steal his lunch money. That's all he got.
Damn.
That's pretty good.
Stealing
That's pretty
his
good.
lunch money is rough.
His rupees.
Matt, how do we feel? How do we feel about this? Because I'm
Not great.
I tried to make my load last.
no, both very good cases. Both very good cases. I do want to make that very clear. What concerns me is that I think in this case, magic doesn't always win.
Yeah, because like
Gun.
Yeah.
gun.
Again, we come up against
Multiple
gun.
guns.
Yeah.
In Uncharted 2, Nathan Drake literally fights undead. Like
Yeah.
he fights zombie hordes.
But I
Yeah,
mean, but
and
undead aren't
wins.
magic.
They were brought back to life with magic. It's
Not
Yeah,
literally
that'd
the
be,
always.
most
that'd be
unrealistic.
necromancy. That's,
It's the
that's
most-
a type of
it's
magic.
the
Yeah,
most
yeah, no,
magic-y-
that's
It's
Like
probably not magic as grounded as that series is, you know? It's probably, if you looked into it too far, it might be
that's
technology.
That's why I'm bringing it up, is because it's the most outlandish thing in the most grounded series.
Yeah, but I mean, but how many did he kill? Like,
A shit ton. Like one of the
Oh,
final
yeah,
missions is
no,
literally
he,
like,
like,
hey,
he
hold
mowed him
like
well,
down.
Tingle is obviously undead,
They
but
were
is
both in
obviously
cutscenes.
more powerful than just one zombie. So just taking into account the magic maps that he deciphers,
Mhm.
you know, according to both of you, and how powerful that is, I have to give it to Nathan Drake. So, and I
I'm
don't know
kinda
if there's
there.
any
I'm
argument
sorry.
against that.
here's
I'm
the
kind of there with you. I apologize.
here's the magic. Tingle
Siege, you got fucked on this one.
Sorry,
Tingle
buddy.
understands Hylian, and the
Tingle
maps are in
supremacy.
Hylian. Link doesn't read Hylian.
It's Tingle time.
I want Tingle to
Revolution.
win. Like, believe me when I say that. I
No,
wanted
yeah, yeah,
Tingle to
no.
win.
I
If-
love it whenever he says it's Tingle time and Tingle's all over the place.
If there was a way for
No,
Tingle
he-
to win this, I would love to see him do it. But there's
He needs a
nothing that
gun.
he-
Yeah,
Dude, there's
Tingle with a
nothing
I
gun.
that
don't
he
Like a
I
can
map
don't doubt
gun or
like
something.
in Majora's
there,
Mask.
there are some characters here that have weapons. I do want to
In-
make that very clear.
Oh,
In Majora's Mask, when he goes tingle tingle Kulu Limpa and like throws out a bunch of rectangles and colorful like confetti, I swear
Yeah.
to God, that's like acid on squares for people to take. So he'd probably throw those in Nathan Drake's face,
Yo.
make him
Oh,
trip
he might
balls.
not know what to do. Yeah.
There's a
Like
reason
it's
he-
his version of pocket sand.
There's a
I don't know.
reason he
He's
thinks
pretty
he's a
well-versed in
35-year-old
lot of
fairy.
stuff.
Hold on. Is Tingle just Kamek from Mario?
No,
Like you're saying he had like
Tingle is
like-
canonically a
Is that the
35-year-old
dude
man
with
dressed
the,
as a
with the
fairy.
purple cloak that has like the wand that makes
that's
shapes
real.
come out of it.
You
Is he
talking
that
about
guy?
Magic Koopa?
hold
I
on. Have we
fucking
taken
know.
into account the fact that Nathan Drake is going up against a 35-year-old man dressed as a fairy? Like, have we
Nathan
actually
Drake
taken
is
that
also
into
around
account?
that age range.
Well, but I
don't
mean,
think
like,
it matters.
how much would that fuck him up?
Yo, and also in Wind Waker, if you, not everyone sees this, but on the back of Tingle's outfit, there's like a skull and crossbones. I don't know what kind of shit he gets into.
Oh, he's
So
got
you
a
don't-
dark past.
He does.
We don't know about.
He like Tingle's either
He
on the black
reformed
market
and
or
started
something.
He's like
Cypher
he's
maps.
like a reformed gang member, basically. He like he has like all the
So if shit-
tattoos, but he's
If shit
dressed up
hits
as
the
a
fan,
fairy.
he knows what to do.
So more context, he's at the top of this totem tower that he owns. He has two other Tingles in other colored
He's got
Tingle
real
outfits,
estate.
like pushing
And,
this thing
you know-
around like a
You know,
lighthouse.
with all that taken into account, I think we
Nathan
have
Drake's
to go
still
with Nathan
solos.
Drake.
I'm sorry. Yeah, no.
All right, let's just get an answer. If
I've
you
already
guys want
given Lyle
Nathan
the
Drake, let's
point.
just do it.
That's
Give
the
Lyle the
shitty
point.
part. All right,
Look,
all right,
long
Matt,
story
are you
short,
ready?
Tingle
We
doesn't
gave
go
him a
down
good
without
chance.
We gave him a
Tingle
good
doesn't go down
shot.
without a fight.
All right, gentlemen. Matt, are you ready?
Yeah. What am I doing?
I'm spinning, and you're gonna be going against me.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir. All right, here we go. Who the fuck am I gonna get? I really scared now.
Wait,
that I
you
know
guys are going
something
against each
wrong.
other again?
Yeah, we're just going back and forth.
Oh, I thought we were doing like everyone goes against everyone.
I get the imposter from Among Us, by the way. I do want to make
You
that
know.
very clear.
Silent but deadly.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's only gonna be me versus Lyle the whole time, and you versus Matt the whole time.
We can switch it up if you want.
I just feel like that would make it more
I'd go for it,
interesting.
yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, well then,
that'd
who
be-
wants to go against me?
As
Who-
long
who
as everyone
dares?
goes against everyone else.
Who dares
So
to
how
go
about-
up
how about
against
me and
the
you?
imposter? Okay,
I'll
yeah,
go
yeah,
against you.
I'll
I'll go
fucking
against
kill
you.
you.
Oh,
All right, here we go. I'll fucking
I'll
kill you.
shred
Here
your
we go.
all right,
Steej, you
DJ,
ready? It's the-
spin that
the-
shit.
the
DJ, of course,
imposter from
meaning
Among Us
Dan Jr.
versus-
I'll shred your cheese.
That's editor Dan. Oh god.
Trevor from GTA 5.
Oh lord. All right, Steej.
Okay, listen, I'm not too well versed on GTA 5, but I
Do you
think
want
I
me to
know
take it
about.
then?
Well,
We
no,
can swap.
I think I know enough about who Trevor is as a person to make this work.
He kind of got a little angry.
Yeah,
I love him
yeah.
very much.
Okay. Dan, would you like to go first, or would you like me to go first?
You know what? You go ahead. You go ahead.
Okay.
I don't know what the hell.
Matt-
I don't know
Matt,
what the
give me
hell
a
I'm gonna
timer.
do.
Oh yeah.
Matt, press that shit.
I
Matt,
did
MJ, press
like
that
30
shit.
seconds ago.
No, you did not.
I'm kidding.
You now have
Go.
20 seconds. Yes.
Okay, so listen, not super well versed in Grand Theft Auto, but even the people who are not the most well versed on Grand Theft Auto know that Trevor is a fucking lunatic and will kill on sight. Like, he will kill someone for looking at him the wrong way. That's the kind of person he is because he's just crazy. And so in my imagination here, I'm imagining Trevor might have to be in space in an Among Us situation. We've got an Among Us situation on our hands, people. It's Among Us time, and we're about to Among Us all over the place. And I feel like Trevor would kill anybody and anything that moved if he knew that there was an imposter about, not even giving the imposter time to make a move. He would just kill everyone on board regardless. So I'm going to go with the crazy factor and say that he's not taking any chances. He wants to be the one that makes it out alive. He just kills everyone. Imposter dead.
He went a little bit out of his time. I don't know if that's going to deduct points
shut
or
up.
not. I don't know.
100 points deducted out of a scale that you have no idea.
Fuck Gryffindor.
I
Out of
gave
a tally.
leeway as long as you guys were finishing a thought. I gave leeway.
No, you're chilling. It's what
What did Lee do?
How dare
I
you?
don't know. I don't know, man.
I still wanted that to be out there to the judges just in case any
Oh, okay.
shenanigans go
Of
on.
course, of course.
All right, we ready?
All right.
I'm here.
Go.
So I am not the most well versed in Among Us. For anybody that is
played.
not well versed in Among Us, the imposter is a fucking lunatic. He will kill on sight. What else did Steve say?
Wait just a minute.
He's fucking crazy.
Hold on, Dan's
damn
cooking.
it.
Dan's
my
cooking.
My thing is that the imposter is actually ruthless. The thing about Trevor is that he does have a sort of sense of self and a sort of sense of like protecting other people. He's kind of an anti-hero in the weirdest way. He will, in these missions where you go on rampages and shit, he kills people that do him wrong. Like the police coming to kill him after he's robbed an entire bank. This entire biker gang that he kills. He's not that bad of a guy, and I think
That's
the
it.
imposter. He would.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It wouldn't be.
I would like the judges to note
right.
that he went a little bit out of his time.
5 points.
Lyle,
from
Lyle,
Sam.
how do you feel about that? Is, they
So-
went, one went a little over, one went a little more over. Feeling pretty good about it.
We'll
How many
we'll
points are we
deduct
deducting from
points from
each?
both their houses
Okay.
at some
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
I'm going to be deducting money from both of your checking accounts.
I need
what is
both
this,
your
Wheel of Fortune?
socials at the end of this.
Wheel of Incursion.
But you're
That's
actually
foreshadowing if
playing
I've
with
ever
your
heard it.
for real checking account. Yeah. Anyway, So, Lyle,
I don't have a lot.
What do you think so far?
So, I think emphasis was put on his psychotic tendencies better by Steej in this case, because while the Among Us are unpredictable and they are characters that are distrusting of each other and not very loyal, they are just trying to survive out in space against an outside entity. Whereas Trevor has that factor of like as Steej said, you look at me wrong, I'm gonna knock you fucking out. So I'm gonna hand it over to Trevor.
I'm not sure right now because this is a really, really good matchup already because and I'm so happy about that because this I want to have a hard decision to make, but so we have Trevor, who is absolutely insane and will kill anybody in order to survive, whereas the imposter kind of does the same thing.
Does the same thing, yeah.
But it's less mindless in that sense.
It's more calculated.
It's more mindless. There's less of a mind within the imposter than there is within Trevor. But
And
I
more
don't
of an
know
instinct.
who. Yeah, it's more of an instinct, which is why I would kind of lean toward going to the imposter. And one more reason why I would actually lean toward going to the imposter is because if Trevor kills everybody on the ship, he was the imposter.
Well,
Or he was
no.
just the paranoid. Which he
No.
is a paranoid
I mean,
schizophrenic with bipolar disorder.
I was kind of
from
going
from
outside of the
red-
game rules here a little bit. Like
From a
we're
redneck.
just
so
saying
am
this
I.
is-
Like-
Yeah, it's okay.
He is
like
he is a paranoid schizophrenic from a backwoods redneck meth neighborhood.
If I'm just saying,
He's
if
not
Trevor's
wrong.
on a spaceship and he kills everyone, does that not make him the imposter? The imposter in the Among Us universe?
It
Does
is
that
now
not make
Trevor's
him the
spaceship.
Impossible Whopper.
In which case, Trevor became the imposter, and now the imposter wins because the imposter.
Regardless of what happens.
But
wins
they
by
both.
default.
Can we draw? Is that a?
no, you know what? If I can be the tiebreaker, give it to me. No, I'm just kidding. Give it to Dan. Give it to Dan
me.
because I liked his argument that the imposter is more of a like they are very similar, but the imposter working off of like instinct, like literally being a killer,
the
would
reason
probably work in its
But
favor.
also,
reason I
pretty much
bring
like
up
half
that
of the
argument-
games that they play, like the imposter ends up losing and the crewmates still win.
So-
That's also
but
true.
So let me
here's
ask
my
a
thing.
question for clarification. Is it the actual character of the imposter in the Among Us
That's what
universe?
I understood.
Okay, I was
like
just
the
understanding
alien that is the imposter.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought it was just like
Not the
space
person
crew.
being the imposter, which is kind of what Matt was going towards with
Got it.
with
All right. I thought it was just
Trevor
yes.
becoming the imposter.
Yeah,
like,
sometimes
no.
they're an alien, sometimes they just pull out a gun. But
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
since it's the imposter, I'm gonna switch my answer to the imposter then.
Okay.
Go.
Yeah, because that makes more sense because I was under the impression it was like the actual individual
Edited
space
me
crew
replay
fending off
that
the imposter.
point sound effect again. All right, thank you.
yeah, I think
you.
it goes to Dan.
Okay.
And
All right.
it's partly my own argument against
I'll
you.
take the L again. It's fine.
Sorry, buddy.
That's all right.
All right,
It's Matt versus Lyle now, right?
Matt versus Lyle. Here we go, ladies and
All right,
gentlemen.
let me get the. Oh yeah, you still got to do.
There is one thing that is pretty cool while I'm spinning this wheel that I've got on here that hopefully we
This me?
see it.
We'll see it if it happens.
Alduin
if-
from
Alduin.
Skyrim. Who was
Okay.
whose spin was this? Was this Lyle or Matt?
I will
I have
take it.
no idea.
Matt wants to
We'll
take
give-
it. Maybe
Matt-
we choose who wants
Matt
to
knows
take what.
Skyrim a little better anyway, so we'll
Maybe
give,
we choose who takes what. You feel me?
maybe.
Okay.
That works. That works. And who- whatever we get
Judges
is whatever's
can
left.
do that.
Okay, so Matt's
fair.
on Team Dragon D's nuts. Lyle, what are you gonna be? Who are you gonna be? I don't know if I'm removing these as we go. We could get Steej's choice.
Oh, we did get one.
We got a
Okay,
special
so-
one.
So just for some clarification, ladies and gentlemen, this is an interesting bit of a concept that I came up with before we did this episode. I put in one tile for all four of us. It was going to be a player's choice tile. So in this entire wheel, you'd have a 1 in 56 chance of getting one of these tiles. On top of that, you have a 1 in 4 chance of it being your tile. So, because Lyle landed on Steej's choice, Steej now has the ability to go either on the list that we've already made
Yeah, I'm
or
looking.
online and find something to either help Lyle or completely fuck him over.
So it's a 1 in 224 chance that it's the one you want.
Yes. Wow. Good math.
So
I think you just
Steej,
multiply
what do
the
we got?
fractions. if that's
Okay,
What do you
so
thinking
I'm
so
looking. I could
love
do.
this.
I want to do something really funny, but also, I also want to make it interesting. So rather than going the funny route, I'm actually going to go the interesting
You
route.
saying I
okay?
can't be both?
So I'm
One
going to
of
go the
the-
interesting route,
One of
and
the suggestions Steej made earlier on while we were planning this was Goku Super Saiyan 1, and I fucking wish we left that shit in because
Me
I was
too,
going
buddy.
for it. I was
um,
fucking going for it.
So Matt will be arguing Alduin, and so for Lyle, I think I'm going to choose Duke Nukem.
Nigga.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh fuck.
Duke Nukem versus Alduin in a
Imagine.
battle to the death.
Imagine Dragon D's nuts.
All right. Who would like to go first?
I don't-
Okay, Matt, you're first.
Matt, go for it. Executive
All right,
decision.
ready? 3, 2, 1, Go.
All right, so first off, I just want to talk about Alduin's Bane. In the vision of the past scene, through the wound, 3 heroes known as Feldir the Old, Gormleth, Golden Hilt, and Hagon One-Eye are seen fighting off the dragons. Gammaleth will kill a dragon whom lands by jumping onto it and then stabbing it in the head. Afterwards, the heroes will discuss the possible use of the Elder Scroll to defeat Alduin, but they don't.
Is he just reading the plot?
No,
He is.
maybe.
Deadass.
I wouldn't. I would never. But
This
so
man is
like
on
so
the
like
wiki
what's going
right
on
now.
here is like Duke Nukem, he's killed a lot of big dudes, but he's never killed the World Eater. Excuse me, that's his actual name. That's what Alduin means. All right, And he's not just a dragon. He is the creator of dragons. He is the king of the dragons. He's the creator of dragon civilization. He's the one who is responsible for Dovahkiin and being the dragon person that he is. So he's best dragon.
All right, Matt.
He is best dragon. Closing statement of the episode. We love
So that was a mistake. All right, Lau, it's your turn.
So, let me know
3,
when I'm ready.
2, 1, and giggity go.
So, what is Alduin really known for? Is he known for kicking ass and chewing bubblegum? I don't think so. When you hear that phrase, you know exactly who you're talking about. You know exactly why he is known for that. Duke Nukem is essentially like not the Dave Grohl. What's the name I'm looking for? He's like the Chuck Norris of video games, right? He's kind of like the Doom guy. He goes up against anything and everything, kills it, doesn't give a shit. He's here to chew ass and kick names. I said that right.
No, that's good.
And then what is Alduin known for? He's known for little 13-year-old kid sitting on his computer, turning him into Macho Man Randy Savage. Snap it to a Slim Jim. Who the fuck does that anymore? It's not 1998. No, Duke Nukem would take down Alduin just by looking at him. He'd spit out his gum, say that he needed more, and then chew Alduin's ass and call it gum. Done. I don't need the full minute. Mic drop.
Oh,
Damn,
shit.
damn.
He doesn't need the last 3
Please
seconds.
pick that up. It's very expensive.
It's very expensive. So we've got an all-powerful, world-eating leader
wow.
of every dragon in the Elder Scrolls universe
I have one request.
I'm
against
sorry.
a guy with a gun.
Lyle,
Because Matt
since you
can
had
read an
5
excerpt
seconds
out of
left,
Alice in
would you mind
Wonderland.
giving that to me to say 3 words?
Oh man.
Does he
if-
concede his 3 seconds?
If these 3 words are anything except a dragon shout, then yes.
Yeah, it's not a dragon shout.
Okay.
I love.
yes, go ahead.
That would
All
be
right.
funny though.
You have 3 seconds. Go.
He controls time.
Okay. All right.
And yet he used none of it to kill Duke Nukem.
Nuke them.
Did you fucking echo yourself? What was that?
Nuketh.
That man said
Duketh
nuke.
Nuketh.
The Duke of Nuketh.
It's the new bar by
Better
Hershey.
than me. Put an actual echo on that part of his audio.
Duketh. The Nuketh.
Nukem.
Anyway,
Duke of Nukington.
so some of Matt's argument was correct. The
Most
part
of
about,
Matt's argument was reading the
not.
plot from Wikipedia.
Well, listen.
Bro, that was an excerpt from Alice in Wonderland. What the hell was
I'm
that?
mostly talking about the titles that he's starting to give him at the end
Oh, yeah.
that are not accurate.
When he
Yeah,
dies?
He is the firstborn son of Akatosh, who is the actual creator of the dragons.
Isn't
one
that
of
what
the
Apple
gods
computers?
of the realm.
That's what Apple
He's
computers were
basically
called.
the first. I mean, like
He's really fucking not, because Akatosh is a dragon.
No, that's a computer.
You know what? You have a good point.
Ah.
You know what?
only the apple. Yeah.
You know what? I'm sorry. You're right, Lyle. All right, I concede.
Fucking gonna run Snake on my Akatosh.
Anyway,
does it
I
run
personally
Dune?
feel like that in this situation, Duke Nukem is definitely one of those kind of guys, and I'm not trying to meme here. This is legitimately how his game seems to go. He's definitely one of those guys that's just like, I'm gonna cause an explosion, and not look
And
at
not
it.
after eating Taco Bell.
Like he's that guy.
Yeah.
I shit in the display toilet at Home Depot. he's that kind of guy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, no, the
then
AI generated
exploded.
Duke Nukems are still Duke Nukem, basically.
Yeah.
See, and that's the thing. Alduin is powerful, and you beat him using melee weapons, right?
That is true.
You don't beat him by using a gun unless it's Macho Man Randy Savage. And you've got that shitty mod pack all throughout it, so you're just going full send on it. Personally, I feel like that if it was in a one-on-one fight and Duke Nukem has any sort of aim and any sort of like aim tracing to where he could predict where he's gonna be, he could just shoot him out of the air. He doesn't need fucking Dragon Ren.
Also, let's think about who Duke Nukem actually fights in the Duke games. He's fighting alien bastards.
Is he?
Yeah,
that's the whole
I
thing.
Like
did not-
that's
I've
his
not
whole
actually played
thing.
The game.
Yeah.
I know
He's
a lot
taking
about it,
down
what it means.
extraterrestrial beings. Now,
The
the
world-
extraterrestrial beings, I don't know too much about them. I don't know if they have like weird powers or anything necessarily, but they are assumedly superhuman
normal.
in some way. So they're at least, they at least are more powerful than Duke is. He's taking down things more powerful than his mortal coil. So,
Okay. Durability wise, how many hits can Duke Nukem take before he's just like, ow, that hurt?
I'm going to die, but only because I want to.
How
Well,
many
not
how many
because
hits?
they
How many
told me
hits
to.
before the
Not actually a
screen is
ton.
full of blood on the video?
Probably not a lot.
Probably not a lot. Okay,
Especially if you're
so-
playing on like a hard difficulty.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Probably-
So
probably
let's
take, like,
assume that
one
this
hit.
is on a hard difficulty for him because he is fighting the World Eater.
Mm-hmm.
Alduin has a shout. I am going to try and argue for Alduin here. He has a shout that's unique to him that he used at the very beginning of the game. Just one word and a fucking meteor shower comes from the heavens.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
get hit by that, it takes out a lot of health.
Yeah.
If is good.
And the thing about that is that if he doesn't
good
take a
reference.
lot, if he doesn't take a lot of hits before he dies, theoretically, couldn't Alduin just do his Fusro Da thing that he does and knocks you back, knocks you on the ground, so you have to do the fucking getting up animation that takes 30 seconds, while the meteor shower is coming down. Do you think he'll be able to even
what
have
I'm
a
hearing
chance?
what I'm hearing is we should probably give it to Alduin, but Duke has a chance.
Duke, it's very high diff. That's the
Do you-
thing.
High diff.
Hold on, Dan. Do you know what I was talking about with the time control thing?
Yes, and
Yeah.
and see, that's another thing that I can say for Alduin.
Dan is our
because-
resident Skyrim expert.
Yeah.
That he
That's
didn't
another-
have
that's another
enough
thing that I
control
can
of
say
time
about,
to prevent his own death. Got it.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he did. Paxton, please. Oh, it's time for Jasmine's dinner. Okay.
I will say, if I get the point, I'm not gonna feel good about it.
Why?
Well, that's too
Because I
bad,
just
'cause you're-
read off the fucking Wikipedia for the most part.
literally. Okay, you know what? Actually, on principle, I want Alduin wins, but on principle, I want to give the point to Lyle because he actually made an argument.
I'll tell you what. Why don't we do this? Why don't we give Matt and Lyle a point? Huh? Does that feel
Literally,
fair?
No,
you
no, you
literally,
gotta choose.
You
Gotta
made
choose.
his entire
Gotta
argument
choose.
Gotta
for
choose.
him. Literally, he read from the wiki, and you were just like, "Yeah, think of all the other things Alduin can do." You made his argument for
I
him.
had most
I
of the
did.
points that Dan
No,
said.
No. Listen.
Yeah, I did.
Listen.
These
Grade
guys
it. No.
killed him one time.
Okay.
Grade it.
Remember
Grade it.
that?
All right.
Grade it fairly because I
Lyle,
knew he was going off the
congratulations, you're
wiki,
proud
and I
owner of a
chose not to
second
do
point.
it.
Well done. All right. Who's next? Who are we going for next?
Wait, who got the point? I wasn't listening.
It was
What?
Lyle.
Oh, okay.
It was
Lyle.
Lyle, so you don't
Lyle. I
feel
still
bad
didn't hear
about
it.
it.
What?
Alduin wins that matchup, but Lyle
Alduin-
gets the point.
Alduin
Okay,
wins.
okay, I like
You can't
Just as I
kill a
planned.
god, but we'll do our best by giving Lyle a
But
point.
we'll
Okay.
do our best. So Dan, who is it? Who against who?
Let's see.
Like, of us.
I'm gonna do. We'll do Steej and Lyle.
Okay,
Okay.
back
Let's
to
do
the. Okay.
Steej and Lyle. So first one up for Mr. Stonk 4 is the Penguin Mom from Mario
Yes!
64. That was a Steej suggested one, so I'm glad that he got that
Okay.
one. All right, Lyle.
All right.
Are you ready to go up against a struggling single mother of 3?
Let's go. No whammies. No whammies.
Matt's choice. Matt's choice.
All right, here we go.
No
Here we
whammies.
go. Here it comes.
Yes, blue.
Fuck.
Whoa! Wow!
Holy
the
shit!
odds.
Here's a question.
The 1 in
Here's a question.
224, whatever the fuck number he said, chance. It happened.
Here's a question.
Oh my god!
And I don't
I gotta pee
just
up
because of how excited Steej was about it. If I'm allowed to do it, I'm not gonna do it. Because it's my choice. Would I be allowed to steal Penguin Mom? as mine.
I mean,
Based on how excited he was for it, I'll let him have it. I don't care.
No, you can have it.
He was excited for it, yeah, for sure. But is that a cool?
No. This was
mechanic,
just
though?
more about rules curiosity. I didn't know if that was something that
I
we were
don't
thinking.
think so. I think you have to choose something else.
Okay.
All right, that's fair.
But it can be from the internet or from your own head or from the list we've already made. We should also talk shit about Matt while he's gone because he went to get in the middle of recording. Can you believe that?
Can you believe it? What a tiny bladder haver.
Matt's
totally not drunk.
subscriber
Fucking
of
got
the
him.
week.
Yeah, no, we just destroyed his whole career.
Matt is subscriber of the week for having a tiny bladder. All right, here
Yep.
we go. So, Lyle, who you want to go? Who you want to go against? Who
I'm
you
gonna
want him
pick
to go
Yoshi.
against? I'm getting my timer set up.
Did you say Yoshi?
I'm gonna pick Yoshi.
Yoshi. Okay, so
Yoshi.
it was the Penguin Mom versus Yoshi. Do we need to wait until Matt gets back?
Yeah,
Being that
all
he's
right.
one of the judges, yes, I would say. so.
Oh, he's back.
All right, there he is.
Matt, we're back. Okay, so Matt, Lyle chose Yoshi to go against the Penguin Mom from Super Mario 64.
Ooh.
Okay,
Alright.
so
Lyle,
does
would you like to
somebody
go
have a
first?
Sure.
All right.
Matt, do you have a timer set up?
I can.
Okay, cool. Well, I've got one as well. All right, are we ready? Are you all able to see this shit?
Yeah.
Yep, cool. All right. 3, 2, 1, Steej, go!
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So,
go ahead,
Oh.
Lyle.
all right.
Lyle, go!
So Yoshi, all right, he's nimble, he's fast, he's quick, whether you're going uphill, downhill. Penguin Mom, only nimble going downhill. She clearly let herself go after having a lot of kids, which is okay. That's fine. It's just, she can't get out of her own little puddle to go find her own child on a floating island. That's her problem, not Yoshi's. Yoshi could eat each of those little kids, turn them into an egg, turn it into a gambling thing, move the eggs around, be like, all right, Mom, pick an egg. I'm $5 down, double down if you pick the right kid. And odds are she's not gonna know which one's the right kid because they all look the fucking same. She's just the bigger sprite of the penguin. Yoshi is he's essentially a deity of the Mario 64 world. He sits atop the castle. He
10 seconds.
Sure, the mom gives you a star for guessing the right kid that she can't even find. Yoshi gives you 99 lives for 120 power stars. That's kind of all powerful. That's
All right,
omniscient.
that's it.
I'm just saying.
All right.
A classic argument. All right, Matt, go for it for Steej. So we have just a medley of timers being placed up to the
Eclectic
screen.
timers.
You ready?
Hopefully.
You ready, Steej?
All right, I'm ready.
Go for it.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
Fuck.
So,
Now
okay. So, the basis I'd like to argue on for the Penguin Mom. All right. First of all, one of the arguments I'd like to make is, yeah, Yoshi's great and all, but also he's kind of small. Like, he's only about the size of a human person. He's about the size of Mario, right? The penguin is as big as Bowser. According to the wiki, the penguin is as big as Bowser is, which is like 2 to 3 times bigger than Yoshi in this instance. In some versions, Yoshi might be a little bit bigger, but pretty big. I also like to argue on the point that the penguin mother is a sociopath.
Oh my God.
Because
Yeah.
a trivia I found on the wiki is hilariously on the N64 version, if the player drops the small penguin off the cliff into her demise, the mother will not care. That is a bloodthirsty, sociopathic son of a bitch that will kill anyone for any reason. And I'd like to rest my case on that.
Damn.
Okay.
That sounds to me like postpartum.
All right. Since since we're judging, I do have to say that does not make the penguin bloodthirsty. That doesn't make the penguin a murderer. That makes the penguin indifferent to witnessing murder.
She's also a bird, so they do that shit anyway.
Just push him out the nest.
Yeah, pretty much. They're just like, all right, fly or flop.
But if Yoshi's coming after her,
fly or flop.
How's
you're
Yoshi
old
going
enough.
to eat a bird that's as big as Bowser?
he doesn't
He
need
just
to
has-
eat the bird.
He's not
He-
Kirby. He's
He
Yoshi.
just has to beat him in
Yeah,
a race.
no, he
and
can
Mario's
just
smaller
shit
than
out
the
an
penguin.
egg and like throw it at her, and then she's concussed, and then yeah.
And Yoshi's eggs are explosive.
She
you ever
lays
seen
Now, I
eggs
will-
too. She's a
I will
bird.
say that I think the weight issue here is it does definitely play in the penguin's favor.
She's a big
Damn.
mama.
Dan, where you at? Where you at on this?
Big penguin mommy milkers.
Personally, I was just looking up to see whether or not there's any sort of like research on whether or not Yoshi could theoretically eat Bowser or not. There is nothing. There is nothing. There's maybe a video, but that doesn't really help me.
Yeah. If he ate the babies, then she wouldn't care. So
Matt Pat's still out on that one.
I don't remember what it is that he eats, but he's able to take in one of the things. It's from Super Mario World, and he does like
the little apple
spread
things.
shot. He
So
does like
he
a
takes
spread
it
shot
out.
fireball.
He takes
The
it
red
out,
Koopa.
The
Mhm.
red Koopa shell.
Yeah.
My thing is that are we determining Yoshi based on his appearance like in the side scrolling aspect? Or are we trying to like take it into a more 3D space? Like
I was just kind of like
Penguin.
generalizing him a bit.
I think for this we need to take all of the aspects and see what their strongest points are, because this is surprising. I thought this was going to go to Yoshi right off the bat, but on just taking the weight into account for the penguin, that makes this a much closer battle. Like
Yeah, no, for
Yoshi,
sure.
Yoshi throws explosive eggs from a distance in Yoshi's story, so like he doesn't have to be close for Mama to get a hold.
Okay, but the mama penguin can like throw her babies at him if she
I'm
wants.
sure the
Like,
mom
she
is the
clearly
queen
doesn't
with the
give a
gun.
shit.
She only cares about one of them, and even that one got dropped off.
the
a
most
cliff.
she can do is slide, and I think for that we could say that she could body slam. So if
Yeah.
Yoshi is slow enough for the penguin mama to body slam, I think he's too fast. Honestly,
If Yoshi's
like,
about the same size as Mario beat the penguin in a race.
I don't know.
Yoshi will outrun the penguin.
Well, Mario's smaller and more aerodynamic or whatever the fuck.
According
have you-
to what was researched, Mario is about the same size as Yoshi, according to Steej.
yeah.
According to Steed, yeah. Okay.
Well, I was
so
just going
Which came
based
off
off
the
of how they
wiki.
look at the game.
Right.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go
Oh.
with the penguin
Okay.
mom. For the
Well,
sake of
Yoshi
time, I'm
is a
going
bit
with the
bigger, I
penguin mom.
think.
Yeah,
Because,
maybe slightly
because Mario
bigger.
has to ride Yoshi.
So
fair.
specifically
I'm
for
gonna go
Mario
with the
64,
penguin mom because
Yoshi
I
is
feel
like.
Oh
the-
wait, Dan's going with the penguin mom?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, that's what Dan said.
it's such a drastic like size comparison for one, and then there's a difference between happy-go-lucky Yoshi. He might not even want to fight. The mom doesn't give a fuck.
No, that's a really good point though. Is that
The
like,
mom is on site.
I would
It's that
I don't think
mama
the
bear
mo-
strength.
I think just out of sheer indifference and the inability of, or just the sheer indifference of Penguin Mom, I feel like it's a draw, because like I don't think Yoshi can throw anything that at that penguin, that massive fucking penguin, that would actually kill the penguin, and I don't think the penguin would care enough if Yoshi came up and was like, "Yo, fuck you." Like they both need a gun. And
All right.
So
do you
Matt,
wanna give him guns?
what?
I think we give him guns, and we re-argue.
Well,
What
then
you're
it's
saying
still
is-
it's still an even playing field.
It-
then.
no.
What you're
still
saying is
Penguin.
Penguin
No.
Mom.
Yoshi
Penguin
wouldn't know
Mom
how
is
to
the
use that.
Trevor of Mario 64.
Yeah, that's what we're learning here.
Okay, so like I said, I'm giving it to the penguin mom still, because even with a gun, she'd probably know how to use it a little bit more than the fucking Yoshi that
no,
was
the
born
flipper
out
isn't
of an
fitting
egg
now.
yesterday.
Now it goes to Yoshi.
Yoshi would just eat the gun.
The flipper doesn't
and
fit in the
then
trigger.
What would happen? He would get lead poisoning.
Not if he shat it out in an egg. Now he's got heavy ass eggs to throw at the
Now
fucking
whatever
penguin.
offspring is in there has lead poisoning.
Now he's shitting lead.
Now he's shitting lead. Oh, you know what? That's kind of a scary thing to fight.
Shitting
I'm gonna
lead
give it to
bricks.
Yoshi because of lead shit.
I
Give it to
can't-
Yoshi. It's fine.
I can't.
Steve,
Give it to
buddy.
give it to
Buddy,
No,
you
Yoshi.
I
gotta get a
can't.
point.
Well, because Matt made a great point about the speed. Because like the penguin could like try to body slam Yoshi, but at the same time, Yoshi, who is
Yeah.
probably as fast as Mario, and Mario can outslide the penguin. So, or the dad penguin anyway.
Yeah.
What I'm assuming is the dad penguin. So Yoshi can also jump really high and like float. So like could probably dodge out of the
Agility-wise.
way.
And he's got.
I know
Agility
this is
wise.
like the third time I've argued against myself,
Yoshi's-
but I just want to continue on to the next matchup and not dwell on this for too much longer.
No, that's
Like
the
I said-
fun part, though.
No, it's not.
No, but you
Some
brought
of
me
it can
you
be
brought me
fun.
to agree with you to say that you're wrong, and Lyle gets the point. So
Okay, congratulations, Lyle. You get the fucking point. All right, here we go.
All right. One more. Who's going against
One
who?
more. And this time, ladies and gentlemen, let me see. 2 seconds. This one is worth 3 points because it's the last one of the match. So it's still anyone's fucking game.
Okay. Wait, I have an idea.
Tell me.
We all get one.
We all get
Oh,
And we
Smash
all
Bros.
have
A
we
battle
all have to
royale.
argue
Yeah.
it Smash Bros.
Okay,
style.
yeah, no, that's fine. That's
Yeah.
fine. That's great.
The
Okay.
force
Okay.
of
So
deliberation.
So I'm gonna go
We'll figure
first.
it out. We'll
I'll
figure
go
it out.
first real quick.
And we're rolling for ourselves. What you get is what you get, and you have to argue it.
Got
Okay.
Okay,
And we
roll
all
for
have
yourself,
to come
Dan.
to a consensus.
Yeah, roll for yourself, Dan.
All right, roll for Dan. Here we go.
Roll for Dan.
Please don't be who I think it's gonna be.
And if we've already gotten it, then
Sigma from Overwatch.
Hey, there you go.
if there's one we've already
All right.
gotten, we'll skip it. We'll skip it.
Yeah, no,
if we've
that's
already gotten
I've been taking them out as we go.
it. Okay, so Sigma
Trying
from
to.
Overwatch, and you know
Sigma
how
from
he works,
Overwatch.
so that's good.
Yeah.
All right, roll for
Um,
Matt.
Roll for Matt. Whenever it came to Overwatch characters, because I put the entire list in last episode.
Yeah, that's way too
I just
much.
put in the people that I named.
There you
so
go.
I can work with that. Pat Sajak from Wheel of Fortune, the Wii version. That's what I was hoping for, ladies and gentlemen. Yes! That's the ending one that I wanted.
Okay,
All right, here we go.
Let's go.
Here we go.
Let's
All
fucking
right,
go.
roll for Lyle.
All right, Lyle, here we go, buddy.
Jack me off.
All right. Okay, so this is a battle royale. Ryu from Street Fighter.
All
And
right.
we'll do his most recent version. So Street Fighter, what is it, 6 now?
Yeah.
24.
Something like that. We'll do his most recent version
It's
because
6.
he's got enough shit. All right,
Yeah.
Steej, it is you are the last one in this battle
All right.
royale
me.
between Sigma, Pat Sajak, Ryu from Street Fighter, and a mystery hero that we have yet to meet.
Oh. A new hero approaches. Woo, 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 woo.
Arthur Morgan from Red Dead Redemption 2.
Dutch.
I would like to go first, if that's okay.
Okay, yeah, please.
Okay.
No, please.
Hold
Somebody
on.
get a timer ready.
I would also like to offer everyone gets a minute and a half.
Minute and a half? Yeah, I'll
90,
take that.
90
Okay.
seconds
90 seconds.
for
I
the
got
final
the timer
round.
here.
You got it? Okay.
Yeah, I'm here. All right, are
All
we
right.
ready? Matt, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Pat Sajak, let's run it.
Pat Sajak from Wheel of Fortune, the head of Wheel of Fortune. It is obvious that we are playing a game of Wheel of Fortune.
Thank
And
God.
your 3 characters are battling it out. So who wins in the end? You know, after you guys guess whether or not, you know, it's a dirty word or not. Of course it's not going to be. This is Wheel of Fortune. I'm in control. I'm Pat Sajak right now. I'm the one in control of this game. I run the game. Any game you guys are in, I'm running it because I'm Pat Sajak, not Matt. My name is Pat Sajak, and I'd like to say you guys all lose, and I'm taking home the $10,000 bonus because I know RSTLNE, and that
Einstein.
actually spelled the entire thing for me right off the bat. So I won Wheel of Fortune, which you guys were playing. Which
You have 30 seconds, by the way.
fuck.
I just
So
looked
Pat
at it.
Sajak is obviously rich. He has a lot of money, and he obviously has not only security with him at all times because people are trying to take his money, but
Talk about Man in White.
the man has guns. And what beats guns? Nothing, really, honestly. Like when you talk about Ryu ain't got shit on a gun. Sigma might have shit. He might be able to take a few bullets, but bro, Pat Sajak obviously has a Gatling gun. You look at that man, you tell me he doesn't have a Gatling gun. Look at him. Look at him. He's got one. And he knows how to use it.
Oh, man.
And I don't even know who the
Damn.
third person was.
Did you say
but-
he's got a Gatling gun?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Arthur
yeah, no,
Morgan.
he's got a Gatling
okay.
gun. In
Obviously.
It's
this
behind
version-
the Wheel of Fortune game board.
In
Yeah.
this version, he's
It's
got
the
a
wheel.
Gatling
He
gun.
spins the wheel, and it's like
Yeah. Now you're getting it. All of
Yeah,
those
yeah.
little tines that the little
Yeah,
bumper
yeah.
hits. Those are
That's
all
where
of
the
the
bullets
barrels.
come out of. Yeah,
They're,
the
They're all
yeah,
poison
Those
darts.
are the barrels.
Yeah.
It's
poison
lasers.
darts.
All right. So who wants to go against that riveting explanation
well,
of Pat
I had to look
Sajak?
some stuff up, so while it's fresh in my mind, I'll do Arthur Morgan,
You're
and
gonna do
also
Arthur
I'll
Morgan?
explain his side.
Okay, here we go. So also be thinking about how how these characters could beat the other characters in the running.
Yeah, for sure.
Matt just said, "Ayo, it's me, Matt Sajak, and I got a gun." Fuck you. So, all right.
Oh my God,
Steej.
cat break. Hold on, cat break.
Cat
We have a
break.
cat.
Holy
we have
shit!
a cat.
All right. Cat break is now
There's
done.
the cat.
Steej, your 90 seconds starts right the fuck now. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Not incredibly familiar with Red Dead Redemption 2. I've never played it. However, I did a little bit of looking up while Matt was talking. Not that I wasn't paying attention, but I wasn't.
Don't
So
blame you.
Arthur Morgan has a gun. That's what we need to establish first. He does have a gun. Yeah, but you don't, he's got a gun canonically, okay? He uses it. And he is the strongest, revered as the strongest member and most feared member of the gang that he's part of, the Vanderlinde gang. Yeah, I had to look it up because I didn't really know. He is revered as the most dangerous member. So you're part of like an 1800s cowboy gang of lawless enforcers, and you are revered as the most powerful member. That's pretty cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so he's got a gun. I don't know if I mentioned that yet or not. At the same time, this man battles sickness, possibly blindness, possible spoilers for the game, and also he still comes out on top in multiple fights that he's with against rival gang members, the police, other people that he feels like fucking up on that particular day, and still ends up on top. He could shoot Sigma, but he could also possibly outsmart Sigma in a battle of wits, because although Sigma is intelligent, he is also crazy
5 seconds.
and might not be able to stand up. And then he shoots everyone else because I don't have enough time to deliberate on that.
That is your time, sir. Well done. Well done. Well done. Some claps in the chat. Thank you. All right, Mr. Lyle. Who is your character? I'm sorry. I'm trying
Ryu.
my best to remember.
Ryu.
everything. Ryu from Street
Yeah.
Fighter 6, of course.
Glad you remembered
Okay.
because I sure didn't.
Okay, great. All right, so
Glad
we're all
you're
on the
prepared.
I'm feeling
Thank
better
God we're
about
all
this
on the
every
same
second.
page. Please bring your bookmarks next time. Okay.
Okay.
Your 90 seconds starts in 3, 2, 1, kablamo.
Okay, so Sigma balls, original joke. Boom, roasted.
Nice.
Arthur Morgan, we're already in spoiler territory. So he loses to sickness. Yes, that's, I'm sorry, but
It's tragic.
what? No. Arthur Morgan can't hold a candle. We may be the 3 contestants on Price is Right or whatever your game show is, Pat Sajak. But we're the ones in control. We're the ones that solve the puzzles, like fuck me in the ass tonight. I'm sorry, luck me in the air tonight. We are the
Same
ones.
shit, different asshole. What do you mean?
Yeah, exactly. Ryu is known as the World Warrior. Literally, his that is what he is known as. He goes up against countless professional martial artists from around the world, defeats them all, has rivals. His best friend Ken is his buddy in martial arts. Like that, there's nothing that Ryu cannot do, so to speak. KO can do anything. I am
okay.
very proud of that one.
Wow, good references. Good references. They are not helping.
How
me
much
here.
time left, Doctor?
Sir, you have 16 seconds.
16 seconds. You know what? I'd like to buy a vowel and change my in my turn.
Just say Hadouken for the rest of your time.
Hadouken.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Hadouken. 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 Hadouken.
All right, shut
Keep
the
going.
fuck up, please.
Oh.
Your time is done.
Please shoot
Jesus
fire out of your fist.
Honestly, if I was you, I would have just said Hadouken for the entire 90 seconds.
that would have taken the win, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to
It's
argue
Dan's turn.
against.
I'll get you a timer.
I have to
No, I
argue
got it, I
against
got it.
Sigma here.
You got it?
Or
Okay.
for Sigma here. All right. Let me know when y'all are. Oh God. Okay, so Sigma. We all know him as the scientist, the only scientist in the Overwatch cast with his feet out constantly.
Winston?
Great
Well, yeah, I
start.
was gonna say Winston. Yeah.
But
Great
continue.
start. The only scientist. Okay. Now,
Fuck you.
in his backstory, we all know that Sigma was trying to learn about black holes and gravity and all that stuff. He cracked the code, and it fucked with his head. So he's a little bit mentally unstable, but that makes him a little bit more dangerous. What do black holes do? What does gravity do? It sucks in, it pulls down, it is unstoppable. You go up to a black hole, what's going to happen? You're going to be into the fourth dimension. Okay? You ever been to the fourth dimension? I haven't, but I'm sure it's a lot like Wonka Vision where you get turned into fucking particles. Particles, my dude. And so the thing about it is we have two characters that use guns in this fight right now.
Pat
Sajak and Arthur Morgan. We have people that are throwing fire punches. Sigma has a move. It's one of his most signature moves that I believe it's for 5 to 7 seconds, he can hold his arm up and take any damage and it heals him, right? Doesn't it heal him?
It gives him overshield, yeah.
It gives him overshield. It gives him more of a chance. And so he's untouchable in any sense of the word against these nerds.
Jovershield.
Nerds.
Okay.
It's
But-
overshield.
Are any of them, except for, is anybody but Pat Sajak actually literate?
I don't know. Arthur Morgan's the fucking 1800s. No one's illiterate then. No one's literate then.
no one's literate
Sigma's a
then.
scientist.
Ryu only punches.
Ryu
Sigma
speaks with his
Sigma
fists.
understands numbers. That's it. He doesn't understand words. Like
I'd imagine he had to understand words to get a doctorate in astrophysics.
Maybe just the word
He
doctor,
also
but,
still
like-
practices that shit.
Yeah.
bro's crazy. He's hearing songs in his head, man. Like there's no way he can focus on the game of Wheel of Fortune and actually.
Pat Sajak dreams about the musical cues for Wheel of Fortune because he's done it for 30,000 years. He's old as fuck.
He only knows the music.
Turns
man
out that's what
couldn't
the
lift the
melody has been the
Gatling
whole time.
And for some reason, he thinks R.L. Stein is the most, read author and uses the initials every single time.
I'm just
in
waiting for the day when that's the answer to the bonus
Listen,
rounds.
man. If it's nothing else than other than Pat Sajak being a really funny guy to meme on, there's nothing that I want more for his dying words to be that meme of him being like, "I've just got one thing to say to you." Oh, you know what I'm talking about? You've got to know what I'm talking about.
I wish I
he
did.
said that shit on live television. It's one of my favorite things
might have
he's ever
seen-
said. He literally just goes up to the guy. He's just like,
Wait,
"Oh!" It's one of my favorite things he's ever done. Anyways, he can't even lift that Gatling gun. It's the fucking wheel. The Wheel of Fortune is actually
I just
the
realized
gun.
something. So how long has Wheel of Fortune been on the air? Like,
Several decades at
dude,
least.
Pat Sajak is immortal.
Yeah, probably.
Pat Sajak
Depending
can't
on-
die.
I'd
Depending
like
on
to
what,
offer that
19
Pat Sajak probably
1975.
has a sleeper build.
1975,
what is he gonna
January
fucking
6th.
undo his robes and he's just ripped all the
Yeah,
shit
that's what I'm
underneath.
saying. Like, Matt's already offered that the wheel was actually a Gatling gun in disguise. He's just waiting on the
Technically,
time
you
to
did,
use
but
it.
yeah.
He's just waiting for the right moment to use it.
He
and
asks
in
you
this
whether or
battle
not-
royale,
He's had a lot of time to prepare. Maybe he's just been waiting.
He asks
He's
you
cooking.
whether
If
or
we're
not
talking
you want to
prep time,
fight or
he's
resolve the
cooking.
situation. He's just like, "Would you like to spin or solve?" And he pulls out his
Yes.
gun. Yeah,
Where
yeah,
you
no.
decide your own fate.
I'm gonna be 1,000% with you guys. I love these characters, but me personally, even though that I'm fighting for my boy Sigma, Mr. Toesman himself, the dogs, the grippers guy himself, I gotta
Mr.
give it to Pat
Grippers.
Sajak.
yeah, I'm also going to give it to Pat Sajak.
Oh,
Yeah, that's pretty unanimous.
Yeah, I think Pat Sajak
is
wins
it
this
Pat
one.
Sajak?
I'm gonna argue
pick-
against myself and say Sigma.
I'd like to solve the puzzle.
Just because
Pat
he's the only-
Sajak.
I'm
I'd
sorry,
like to
the answer
solve
was
puzzle.
Regis Philbin.
You got it. Da, 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 da.
All right, Dan, take
my
us out.
God.
Where can people find
Wait,
us?
Well,
wait, hold on. I need to
first
bask in
things
my
first.
win. I need to
Yeah,
bask in
no,
my win.
Matt.
Okay.
Matt.
All right, you
fucking
have 10
wins.
seconds.
Baskin your Robins.
Yeah, Matt. Victory speech.
Wait, you have 10 seconds to bask
Victory
in your win.
speech.
Go ahead.
I would just like
8.
to. I would like to thank Baskin Robbins. I would like to thank Pat
Obama.
Sajak, and I would like to thank.
Okay, that's it. Dan, take us out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a wonderful time on the Oddly Coded podcast. Gentlemen, thank you for joining me as well. Steej, Lyle, and Matt, all of their associated social medias can be found down in the description, as well as all of the socials for the Oddly Coded podcast. We are on a ton of audio platforms, wherever you get your podcasts, if you want to be that fucking guy that does all of the advertising. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope to see you guys next episode. It has been a long time coming, but we're finally back, coming out on every single Monday, at least on the YouTube channel. I don't know what we're doing on Spotify and all that other shit.
Who knows?
Follow
I
our
don't.
TikToks
Tuesday.
as well.
I
We
don't
do the
know.
TikToks. Steej is going to be running the TikToks again, I assume.
Yeah.
Unless he wants to pass that over to me, in which case
No, I'm
I'll
good.
happily take that role.
We're back.
But we're back. We're fucking back.
The
and,
band's back together.
The boys are back
The
in
boys are
town.
back
and
in
the
town.
Boys
Hey,
are
that's
back in my
copyrighted.
ass.
Copyrighted.
Sajak
No.
Copyright.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a
Hey,
great time.
hey,
but
Hey.
hey,
Hey.
hey. That's where you need to end. That's where you
okay,
need
yeah,
to end
I'll
it.
end it. I'll end it.